Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 5th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I utilize my powers of compassion and understanding. And today we have Mercury going retrograde. So Mercury is going retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces. So this is a master level degree. This is where Chiron has just spent so much time. It's going retrograde from today, 10:19 a.m. Pacific time is when it starts the retrograde officially, till March 28th. It's going from 29 degrees to 16 degrees, so you can always look in your chart to see if you will have any planets that are affected by this energy. But I do feel like this is such a significant point of retrograde. It's so interesting how it corresponds with Chiron. We had Chiron that spent, the last basically almost month hanging out at that 29th degree, really working those karmic energies. And like I said yesterday, everything comes around in a cycle and in a spiral. So we come around again. And that's really what I feel like this retrograde is about, is repeated cycles. So be very aware, be very willing to listen and see the cycles that are coming around again, because they're here for you to learn a lesson. And I pulled cards specific to Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and here we have the Fool, which is so perfect because, once it completes this whole retrograde cycle, which means it goes direct and then moves through the post-retrograde shadow period, it enters the sign of Aries, which is about like the Fool energy diving in a new cycle, which will be coming up. But right now, what we need to do is spend time with ourselves in our light and listen to the wisdom of our heart. Bring that compassion and understanding of the heart to these cycles that are coming around. We have to be really vigilant of these cycles. Chances are, because this is Pisces, these cycles have a heavy karmic theme. Chances are there's an esoteric quality to them, that it's not just quite black and white energy, that it really has shades of gray and places where you have to dig deep within yourself to find that understanding. Chances are it is about breaking a pattern. That's one of the energies of Pisces. It's so interesting. Pisces is about surrender and flow. And so we want to be aware of that. That's definitely going to be a big theme during this Mercury retrograde, to be surrender and flow. This might be hard. Because Pisces already is about that, and then we just have Mercury retrograde kicking it up a notch. But when we flow, it's not about going with the whirlpool. It's about listening to your own soul and having the power to surrender and flow with those soul urges. And I think this connects to the new moon. In the Patreon group, I read the Sabian symbol for the new moon coming up tomorrow, March 6th. So it connects with it, because sometimes to pull yourself out of that flow, it can feel very bombarding. It can feel like you're at war with the status quo flow. So just be very aware of that, because breaking some of these patterns, breaking some of these cycles, releasing some of these karmic energies, while the surrender and the flow is involved, it may not necessarily be the flow that you have been in. So be very aware of that through this. I think this is going to be really powerful. Just like how Chiron at 29 degrees brought stuff up so people were physically getting sick, that's definitely a possibility during this time. And welcome it. Be like, yes, clear this out. Clear these energies out for me. Now, this is part of a big week of change. As we are in this, we have to realize that we have Uranus moving into Taurus tomorrow morning at 12:26 a.m. And anytime Mercury or Uranus changes, does anything, it can bring upheaval. It can bring a lot of nervous system stuff. It can bring on anxiety. It can bring on technology issues. It can bring on physical shifts in the world. So just be very aware of that as you're working with this energy. at the heart, I feel like, of this Mercury retrograde is that energy of coming back to faith. Like, can you have faith in yourself? And if you do not have faith in yourself, why don't you have faith in yourself? Are you not listening to yourself? Are you not listening to your soul? This is a great time to dig in and find that answer. And have faith in the universe. Do you connect to the universe? Do you trust in the universe? Do you have regular connection with the universe? These are the things that are going to help you and support you through this time. I also really suggest through this time making sacred ceremony a part of your regular energy. So right before this, I have my incense going right here. I'm going to knock it off. But I also did a little tiny Palo Santo, clear the energy, lighting a white candle, sitting with crystals. These are the kind of things that can replenish you, renew you, help clear you so that you can make clear decisions from your own energy field, your own light, and from your heart energy. So that is of the utmost importance today. And just like I said, if you have plans, if you do things during this time, Mercury retrograde is not an excuse to stop your life, but if you do things during this time, make sure to cross your T's, dot your I's, realize miscommunications can happen during this time. It's part of the Mercury mischief. It's happening with technology. It's okay. Part of this is also being patient and like, okay, this is the process. What is this teaching me? We can always go back to that. What is this teaching me? Come into the understanding. So besides this, we have the moon finishing up in Aquarius. Moon finishing up in Aquarius is making one last connection to Uranus. Uranus, like I said, about to shift tomorrow, early tomorrow morning. So moon and Aquarius connecting to Uranus. So if you are feeling very like, the technical term. Again, this is also very stimulating to the nervous system. It also can bring in some really bright ideas, but it can overstimulate your mind. And my feeling is between this Mercury retrograde and everything, our mind definitely may be overstimulated. These are today's cards. So just be aware of that. That will pass fairly fast because the moon shifts fairly fast. And then the moon's moving into Pisces. Dark of the moon before the new moon tomorrow on March 6th. The new moon will be happening at 8:04 a.m. at 15 degrees. 15 degrees is that 6 energy coming into balance within ourselves. So we're in the dark of the moon. Again, these feelings, these thoughts, these things that come up in the dark of the moon can overstimulate the mind and take us back into the conditioning. I love the story that these cards are telling. Take us into the conditioning. Take us right out of this place. Right out of our hearts, the miser card, right out of the place of pure potentiality. What we need to realize is this energy can be kind of heavy. It can be dramatic. It can spike up a lot of things. Your best process is moment to moment. This is the surrender. This is the flow with this energy. Allow the things to come up. Sit with them. Be with them. Again, what is the lesson for you in and through this? All right, so that being said, let's get to the Work Your Light cards for this retrograde, for Uranus shifting, and for this new moon. And they are really, really powerful cards. They're so perfect. So card number 1 is, you chose number 1, Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And the essence of this card, which I will read in a second, is reminding you that you can always ask for help. Now, it's always interesting when signs go retrograde in the sign of Pisces, like when Neptune's retrograde or, having this Mercury retrograde in Pisces, you may feel your connection dim, but that is basically to move you deeper within. You are never alone. Your guides, your helpers, your spirit animals, all of those things are with you, supporting you. And this is an encouragement to reach out for the help that you need. This is such a turbulent time. It's always helpful to have friends, guidance, support to reach out. Anyway, Keepers of the Earth, card number 1. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them. to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. Open, open, open. You deserve to be rewarded for the work you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the keepers of earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. Work your light activation. Hold the card to your heart. I hold it up for you. And say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work. And I call it in now. Include any specific requests here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is card number 1. Card number 2 is Break the Chain. This is definitely very much embodying, energizing the karmic energies, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. I will tell you, I think it goes even further. And I think that it's very possible that we can carry trauma from any lifetime that we've been in. It really does pass down, and especially if something has not been resolved. That's what I've found in my life, that I have been called to resolve things, from many lifetimes, and that's okay. That's what this lifetime is about for me. It's not for everybody, but just be aware of that. We don't need to know how many generations back it went or where it came from, although sometimes I can help. But it's awareness. What is the lesson, and how do you break free, and how do you follow that soul path? Anyway, we carry emotional trauma in our luminous field up to 7 generations back. That is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You're being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of the future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. The Work Your Light activation is what old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go of? Seek assistance, here's seeking assistance again, from your support team, tribe, friends, healer, coach, etc. to begin freeing yourself from it now. A good hint in the chart is look for your 4th house. 4th house has a lot of ancestral information in it and can give you hints of what some of the lessons are. 4th house from your rising sign and 4th house also from your sun sign. You can always ask your friendly neighborhood astrologer about that. Finally, card number 3. Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. I love this card. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet. Linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not seek the angels and guides as above you, for without you they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. Work your light activation. Hold the card to your heart and say, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my systems as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. I think that's so important to remember. While we can look outside for help, we have the map within. We have the encoding within. We have the connection within. It's always there. You're never disconnected. Remember who you are. And I love this. You're vibrating higher. Whatever you're doing, keep going in that direction because it's taking you in the right direction for you. So that is it for those cards. If you would like more fun, I think this week with all of this Pisces stuff, I'm probably going to be doing a little Rumi Oracle and Journey of Love Oracle in the patron room. So that link is below this video if you'd like to join me there. Besides that, you can always book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you, and you have the power. Namaste.